past 3 decades, Kingslake has been at the forefront of digitally transforming manufacturing processes with partners and our very own Kingslake Blue suite of solutions. Today, we harness our deep knowledge of the manufacturing industry and our research culture using latest AI techniques in niche areas to provide specific solutions to problems. Over the years, our solutions have helped more than 300 customers in their growth journey. We also work with globally recognized technology partners to bring benchmarked practices. At Kingslake, we always believe our people have been the secret of our success. Each member brings a unique set of skills and experiences, enabling transformation in every step of our plan's journey. Synergy between our cutting-edge digital solutions and our team's expert commitment makes us unmatched.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Before we begin our session, I would like to provide a brief introduction about Kingslake and our friends. At Kingslake, we believe that we are problem solvers, committed to providing software solutions that tackle critical industrial challenges. For nearly 3 decades, we have utilized our experience to build innovative solutions that enhance our customers' agility and help them to maintain a competitive edge in the marketplace. At Kingslake, we are proud to be partnered with Progress for 29 years, a global leader in infrastructure and security solutions. Welcome to the webinar on Cybersecurity and Resilience, the power of continuous proactive monitoring. Towards the end of the webinar, we'll be having a Q&A session, so keep all your questions ready. Through this session, we are able to bring you 2 powerful tools from Progress, WhatsUp Gold and Flowman, which together provide deep network visibility, spot threats before they spread, and help organizations stay compliant, resilient, and secure. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome our speaker for the day. I would like to introduce Mr. Vincent Chiu, Regional Sales Engineer for Progress Software Infrastructure Management Products. With over 6 years of experience in Network Operations Center and Security Operations Center, he brings deep insights into network security, monitoring, and operational resilience. His hands-on expertise helps organizations strengthen their infrastructure, enhance security posture, and achieve reliable business performances. Over to you, Vincent.
Thank you, Kevin. So, everyone, hi. So, yes, thanks, Kevin, for this nice introduction. Yeah, because just another short additional to Kevin's profile is that actually I've been in the cybersecurity platform for I think 10 plus years, and I also work myself in a bank of SOC as well. So definitely, I understand that the threat, the landscaping of the cybersecurity is getting much more sophisticated in a way, and how by using, what are the solutions that we need over here to counter the intelligence. So for the first part of my presentations, I'm going to bring it to WhatsUp Go, which is the network monitoring, and then the second part is on the Flowman portions over here. Now, without further ado, let me start my presentations. Okay, before we start, a lot of people will ask one question is that, what is WhatsUp Go? So WhatsUp Go actually is a infrastructure monitoring solutions that can help you to do proactively monitoring that you can fix your network and server issues faster. Now, a lot of people will ask one question is that, hey, Vincent, why does WhatsUp Go has anything to do with cybersecurity? Now, me myself, I run a few simulation pen testing before to the environments. We do see that before an attack happens, right, the major things that you can see from the victims' laptops or victims' servers is that the CPU will spike, the interface will spike, the interface traffic will spike. So this is why that we can more easily to detect in a much more proactive way. Because why? Because when they come to hack the servers, so it's going to keep coming in. So this is why I can see the interface is high, the CPU is high, the RAM is high. Now, Apart from this, what you can do using WhatsApp Go? Yeah, you can use it to send you email. You can ask WhatsApp Go to restart the servers if, let's say that you found that it is quite critical. Of course, it's also been ease of use because you can more easily to discover the map, visualize the devices dependency because you know that actually um imagine that you are running on maybe 200 300 servers. Now if you wanted to find out that okay, this server plugged to which port, which network port itself is going to be a problem. The reason is because you needed to do cable tracing if let's say that there's no good labeling done on the network cable side. But if you WhatsApp itself, right, easily I can tell you that actually what's the link, what's the port, physical port that's connected to. So when it comes to certain situations here, you can just unplug from there. However, this is a very extreme cases that you need to unplug it from the network's port. But normally is that you can just disable that. You can disable the connection using the command prompt on the switch itself. So this is how easy it is. Now, of course, you can also use it to monitor your network traffic and also bandwidth utilizations over here. So a lot of people will ask that, okay, seems like something over here. So can you tell me more? So how WhatsApp Go can help you to improve your operations? The one a key point is that I monitor your whole infrastructure. I'm able to detect that what is going on, what is up, what is down. So I can reduce you to do cable tracing. I can reduce you, to go to find issues, do problem isolation, because you don't need multiple tools. You just need one tool, and then you can see everything in a single pane of glass. That's over here. Of course, if you want to know that how many devices has you add into your environments, you can easily use WhatsApp Go to check, to do a scan on that. Every time you discover it, then you're able to see that what is happening. And then lastly is that you can save times on audits and reviews, because why we can give you all the infrastructures informations for you. Sometimes we can even give you the serial number and also the service tag. So we can make it as something like a little asset management. Then once the biggest thing is that you can do the greater network transparency. When we talk about network transparency, what we mean here is that you can put the devices into multiple group. Example, this device belongs to application team 1. So you can just draw the selected devices and share to application team 1 so that whenever they see, they can monitor when they log into WhatsApp Go, they can see what they want on their servers only. So they will see everything. So they won't have too many informations are bombarding them in a way. But lastly is that you can do the custom reports and dashboarding with other technical users. Now, okay, so I want to know what is the feature. The feature is easy. One is that we are easy to install. You can install in a minute. Yeah. Then the map itself is very intuitive because we can do drag and drop, we can do alerting, we can even send to WhatsApp instead of email, but that will require third-party integrations over there. And yes, we can monitor devices using REST API. And also we call it Network Traffic Analysis Plus. This is the from the net flow, you just point to WhatsApp Go servers itself, then you're able to see that actually who are the top talkers over here. Our licensing is very straightforward. So we have the device-based licensing. We also have subscription-based. However, in our Asia countries, right, since we are in Asia, device-based licensing is always the best option because why? On the long term, you just need to pay for the renewals of the service agreements. But if let's say that you want to try the subscription, yeah, please feel free to let us know. We are happy to provide you also. Now, what is the out of box? What is the default feature you give it to me? So we give you that we can help you to automate to do the mapping to discover the devices, and then we can help you to do IP reputation monitoring. One of the key points is that we can do hardware status monitoring, such as even though our devices itself, we need to see the temperature of the room, we can temperature of the server rack. Yeah, you can use that to do that. You can even use it to monitor your cross CCTV and also other, SMP devices as well, such as machinery. So we have a customers which is in a manufacturing sectors over there. So they are using WhatsApp Go to monitoring their line of productions. and it is using by WhatsApp Go. So yeah, we can monitor a lot more. Now, on the cloud side, you monitor cloud? Yes, we do. We monitor AWS and Azure over here. And we also use monitor wireless as well. So the wireless currently we are supporting is Ruckus, Arubas, and also Cisco wireless over here. Now, we also have some add-ons, but that one I'm going to cover on the later part. Now, I'm going to cover the 6 major products, major functionalities over here is that the NTA Plus, and then APM, and then which is application performance monitoring, virtual monitoring, configuration management, log management, and also internet connection monitoring. This is a very, very cool stuff over here. Now, let us start with NTA Plus. So what is NTA Plus? NTA Plus is that you just need to feed us the net flow itself. I'm going to tell you that actually what is happening to your environment over here. Example, you want to know that who is the top talkers that consume your bandwidth. You want to get alert that when your bandwidth suddenly spike more than 70%, normally you just only spike about, you just only, your utilization, if it's above 70%, yeah, I can, we can have that data ready and send it to you. At the meantime, we also can send a schedule report. But of course, you also can do drill down. Is that example? I wanted to know that actually what is happening to to this user, why he's keep holding the bandwidth. I want to know what has he been accessed for the whole day. You can get that using NTA Plus. So beside of this, if let's say today, right, you have a private cloud, maybe in Azure or AWS itself, right? You can just feed, the flows from the AWS or Azure to our NTA Plus, and then we give you the very summarized that, what is happening there. What is the traffic? What's the output? What's the throughput? So then from there itself, you're able to see, what is happening in your environments over here. Now, application performance monitoring, this is where you can track all your applications running on your network devices or even your servers itself. So you can able to customize, to configure, the profiles, even though from custom applications, you can also monitor using us to monitor. So what does we do is that we can help you to monitor the services up down or the microservices behavior. Example today, we are running on a Microsoft SQL servers. And inside there, I wanted to know that what is the read-write speed, average read-write speed. Yeah, I can get that information for you. So this is something that you can use the APM here to help you to check on that. And then virtual monitoring. Currently, we are supporting Hyper-V and VMware. So from here itself, we're able to understand that actually that how many servers are hosted in your ASX servers, how many servers in your Hyper-V servers, and each of the VMs inside the Hyper-V servers itself, how they're running, how many utilization they have. So do you have enough space, or their space, the VM's space is going to be full over here. So you can get all the reports. Configuration management. This is the crown jewel for WhatsUp Go, is that I'm able to back up the config for your network devices, like firewall devices, router devices, switch devices. If let's say that I detected there's some changes on your routers or on your switches, I can store a backup into any locations that you want me to put to. And then, of course, I also have the template for you to check on the SOC, PCI heat pass template for the network devices configuration as well. So this is how easy it is. Of course, we also use tell you that actually that if let's say there is a changes on the configurations, we will automatically highlight to you and tell you that actually what has been changes line by line. All these are be fully automated without using agent inside. Okay, log management. This is something that we are currently these are our baby products. It's just 2 years old. So now we are, you can able to send the syslogs and also window events logs to us that we're able to tell you that actually what is happening on your Windows event log. So you can able to search the same issues, across multiple places where you can see actually that you can scan around your infrastructure, can know that actually that what is the errors commonly happening, and then is it happening to other servers as well. So this is a very, very cool stuff over here. And then you can even select it, that okay, if I found this alert, I want you to send email to me immediately. Yeah, you can configure that, and we can email to you. Lastly, internet connection monitoring. So you're able to monitor your remote site over here. So, latency over time, and then you can able to see that your network path, you gain visibilities over here. So this is how the internet connection monitoring is also available over here. Not just this, we can also use WhatsApp Go to monitor your web page as well, so that we can see that your web page is up or down. So if it's down, then I can give you a notification on that. So this is how it is. Wow, I have talking so many things about WhatsApp Go, but as a user itself, what you're expecting, what's the key benefit that you can give? The first one is that I can enable your productivity much more higher, because you see, we don't use agent, so you can see everything very fast in a single pane of glasses, and then you get a complete visibility on what is happening. And then, like example, those time-consuming tasks. Example, if I wanted to check on the server, I have to log into the server and see. That is very time-consuming. You use WhatsApp Go itself, you just type in the IP addresses and then click on that. Then you can have this full view of the server's applications and performances. And this will also reduce the number of tools you're using, and you can deliver high value per cost. Because why? Because the pricing is based on devices. We are not charging you based on sensors, nor we don't give you empty promises like some of the competitors, that will tell you that, hey, each ME user, I want you to you need to add how many dollars and cents over there. So if you monitor more than 10 elements or 10 sensors over here, so I'm going to charge you extra. No, we don't. One device, one license. That's all. Now, when talking about success stories, right? I'm not going to follow the script, the success cases I give it to you, because I'm going to share more about the different use cases for the financial sectors and also the manufacturing factors. So, like one of the biggest manufacturing Continental is our customers. So they use it to monitor, their whole production line. So they also use us to monitor their infrastructure as well. So this is a good thing. So how many pieces they need to buy? Because as an example, they have about 3 plants in Malaysia. They only use a single WhatsApp Go, and then they will monitor their whole branches over here. So you don't need to pay extra. Actually, a single solution is how you're able to scale out to the different sites as well. So this is how easy it is to implement on the manufacturing side. As per banking side, maybe you have some challenges that okay, I want to monitor my segments, but my segments is not connected to internet. So how will you do? Yeah, you can use WhatsApp Go to monitor that, because WhatsApp Go, it doesn't need WhatsApp Go to connect to internet, but you still can use WhatsApp Go. So you can use it offline and use it to monitor all your infrastructure devices. And in some bankings, right, they even use WhatsApp Go, right, to detect it, to do their benchmarking, example, to the device SLA or even application SLA over here, so that they can use WhatsApp Go to monitor the application. If let's say the application is having downtime, so it's going to do the SLA, is going to minus the SLA 100%. So from there itself, they will send out reports by the end of the month to the stakeholders over here. So this is how you can use it to do WhatsApp goals for the WhatsApp Go site. So of course, over here, we also have those mobility services. They are also using to monitor their servers, etc. And also like the transport company, one of the biggest .com, the Europe site. So they are using WhatsApp Go itself, to monitor their infrastructure, because they are running 24/7. I think that this is also happening for manufacturing and also for the uh, finance sector as well, because all the IT systems are running 24/7. So the best thing about us is that be able to tell them that, okay, yeah, what you happening over here, so I can give you a very good visibilities over here, so you don't need to be worried that you don't get notified if the server is down. So this is the cool part of WhatsApp Go. Okay, I want to put a stop over here. Since that we are talking about a lot of visibility over here, now you're able to monitor all your devices, you're able to have everything, you have monitor all the devices over here. This is the second part we come to, is the security part over here. So on the security part, excuse me. For the security part over here, you might need to use the Flowmon. Because the challenges has been evolving since 2015 to 2024 until today, is that in 2015, we don't have any visibilities, and come to 2024, we are overloaded by the events. So many events, so many logs, Even though we push to SIEM, can SIEM be fully digested? No, not really, actually. So the challenges today is that no, we need something to do correlation. SIEM, yeah, sometimes they can do correlation, but if let's say that if the time stamp has run, so they weren't able to correlate. So you need to have a single solutions that can do all this work together. So this is where Flowmon come in over here. So we wanted to create a secure and transparent digital environment for you so that you can control your network. So without any blind spots. So how does the Flowmon can do is that one thing is that I can do a very powerful detection. I can, example today, I'm a hacker. I come in, this is one of the bank sectors. Uh, before that, right, the segment, one of their user segments keep having slowness. So they ask for help because they check, the network is fine, the interface connectivity is fine, but yet every times, right, every when the business started, for these users login, right, then every hours, start every 2 hours, there's a very high traffic happening over there. So it's come from the user segment. So when we put Flowmon inside, we discovered that there's a crypto mining malware embedded into their systems. Even though they have do hard coded, but yet the firmware is getting so sophisticated. The malware is so sophisticated, it still penetrates into the browsers and is doing crypto mining. And this is the reason why it's delaying the whole network over there. So to monitor to get this kind of results, right? Maybe you will say that how long do you need over here? Actually, the whole systems we do in, right, I think is less than 1 day. Yeah, we can pick up the thing already. Yeah, less than 1 day, confirm. So besides this, right, we also can help because we run on AI. So we give you the experiences. We tell you actually what is this attack related to. So how you can protect it. And we give you smart prioritization is that, hey, you can look at what you can build a the threat score for each of the events over there. So you can use it to monitor that, we can tell that, hey, which are the events that is high criticality so that you need to look into that. And then we can do all the things we can do all the logs for you. So whenever you need to some hard evidence, you just click 3 buttons, and then you can just download the evidence with you, and there are your hard evidence for you. Source, destination, what type of attack, all are inside there by just 3 clicks only. Now, a lot of you ask one question is that how you can help the business over here, because nowadays security expert is getting much difficult to hire nowadays, and then you need to have a lot of expertise. Actually, to use Flowmon itself, it doesn't need to expertise because why? We have everything built for you. We have an AI that help you to derive all the informations, and then we got a knowledge base, inbuilt knowledge base that can help you to understand that what is the next step you need to do. And then we also can tell you that actually when is this event started? Is it part of the attack or it is just a single attack? So this is where that we can help you to minimize the breach impact so that you don't need to worry, because we can detect it as early as possible. How? Later I will share it to you how we can detect it. And then we can reduce number of events. Why? Because the earliest you detect it, so the lesser events you need to worry about. And then, of course, because of this, right, you can increase the staff efficiencies, and then you can more confident to respond because why? We have all the evidence ready. Just a few clicks, 3 clicks, and then you can download the evidence on your hand. And another cool stuff is that if let's say you're using hybrid cloud, maybe you're using one cloud, 50% cloud, 50% on-prem, or 50% on cloud, 50% on-prem, and then 25 to multiple cloud, yeah, it's fine. You still can use us to do the monitoring. It is the equal protection. I would say that there's no difference at all. So, before I share these customer stories, right, I want to share 2 customers use cases. One, I think the banking side I have shared to you. Another one is on the manufacturing side. I done a POC before to one of the manufacturing side. And I found that actually that, The manufacturer called us. They said, hey, we need your services over here. So we said, okay, what happened? Can you tell me? He said that one of the production line gets stopped. So when we put in our devices inside, right, help them to scan and scan through, right, we found that actually the manufacturing actually has been hit by ransomware badly. And the ransomware infections happening, right, is not from the external, but from the internal. Is that someone has plugged a very, you know, uh, unsanitized USB into their environment. So the ransomware started and it it locked up the production line's computer mainframe. It's very bad. They lose quite a lot of money on that production line because they even late to clear the orders. So very luckily that we come in at time, we help them to clear it up, then they able to do some reset. So they can still run again. And then we also give them some advice that you can need to enforce the USB policy so that disable the USB port and then try to use a much more secure way to come in to allow the file transfer and anything. So instead of using this. So this is some advice that we give to them. So and they adapted. Yeah, so far they are good until now. So what is the moral of this story? What's the summary for this story is that actually Flowmon itself, right? With the Flowmon itself, right, you can make everything much more easier. If let's say you don't have Flowmon itself, you need to do everything from A to Z. So this is why I would say that observability and observability is very important because from here itself, we're able to see your overall pictures, and then we're able to look at not just only from the performance side, we also can looking on the security side. This is where you can have an end-to-end monitoring sessions over here. Of course, here like password interception, this is also one of our customers. She is a retail chain, and we're able to detect that there's a pass interception happening, and then we're able to stop that before it get worse. So the whole thing is that the resolving of this issue, right, just less than within an hour. So this is how efficiency it is for Flowmon to help the businesses over here. Now, how Flowmon is different from others is that we can scale up the monitoring. You don't need to worry about what's the limit or that. And then we are not a black box. We always give you a reason. Yeah, we are using the AI brain. We reason out to you that what is happening. And then it's a reliable detection because why? All the traffic data, right, is 1-to-1. Is that I won't take 1 to 10, 1 over 10. It means that every time packet I choose only one packet. Instead, I'm choosing 1-to-1 so that I won't drop any packets. I will inspect the net flow for everything. And then compared to me and others is that, others, they need to buy multiple modules. But for us, I don't think you just need to buy Flowmon itself, then we have everything ready for you. So before that, right, I think that I do share that, we can do detection as early as possible. Because why? Because certain competitors, right, they won't detect it, like exploitation phases or discovery sessions, but we can. So this is why we can say that you can stop the attacks as early as possible before it's getting worse over here. And this is the benefit of us. The cool stuff is that we are perpetual, we are not subscription based. A lot of competitors now, they are running subscription based, but no, we are not. We are still running perpetual. And then we are recognizing by the Gartner's EMEA, Forrester, and Quadrant over here. Then yeah, and this is our customers over here. You can see that even the AVG is our customer, Sega, Siemens, Volkswagen, Alliance Bank, even though Kia's Motor in Slovakia, and then these are the banks as well, and then T-Mobile as well. It's our customers. Yep. So yeah, that's all for my presentations for today. I hope that today, we can gain some experiences over here. Yeah, any questions, just feel free to ask us. I'm happy to answer.
Thank you, Vincent, for enlightening us with those interesting insights. We shared the feedback form link in the chat box. Please take a few moments to fill it out. Your inputs means a lot to us. Now, we would like to open the floor. For any questions you may have with regard to the session, please type your questions into the chat box. You can ask questions now. Okay, we
Um,
have a question. Does work can monitor only US brand products?
no, actually, we can monitor multiple brands of products. We are product friendly. Even like China brand products, yes, we can monitor as well. Yes, WhatsApp Go can be used in a closed environment without using internet. So we got quite a number of customers, even like the militaries, the enforcement agencies, they are using WhatsApp Go.
Okay, we have received another question. Any customers using in SL? What is the license mechanism?
Maybe you can tell me that what is SL? But
Sri Lanka. Sri
the
Lanka.
license mechanism itself is like per device base. So for WhatsApp Go, and then if let's say that for the any customers using in Sri Lanka. So thank you. I think currently I believe that there's some. So they are, I believe that there are some, if I'm not mistaken, then they've been using quite a long time. Then of course, what is the license mechanism for WhatsApp Go itself is per devices base. So we ranging starting by 100 devices to 500 device to 200 devices, and etc. So don't worry. I think that King's teams can able to help you on the licensing portions. They will definitely can help you on that. So we don't limit the users for WhatsApp Go itself. We don't limit the users that what is the maximum monitors you can monitor. Yeah, and it's a perpetual license, so you don't need to be worried. So this is how the cost is. So the cost, how they work out is that first year you buy the license, and then the next year then you just renew the service agreements maintenance. So yeah, this is how it works. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Does Flowmon NDR allows us to customize the threat pattern? Yes, actually that, Flowmon itself, we got 42 types of attacks, but you also allowed to customize the threat patterns as per your requirements, like, this kind of crypto ransomware stuff. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, for the first year cost, approximately this one I will let Kinsley to answer because I'm more on the technical part. I'm not really on the commercial part over here. So Kingsley, I need to get your help to answer on that.
All right. Are there any more questions?
The after sales agreements usually is that we will have support. The support will be on next business day, but we also have a 24 times 7 this extended support as well.
Yeah. Vincent, maybe we should worth mentioning that there's a trial offer also if they want to try it out for WhatsApp Gold.
Yeah, sure. I think that after this meeting, after this webinar, right, perhaps we will share the trial link that you can just download and then I think just play around with that because the trial will be activated for 30 days and then we open all the features and functions. But if you have any questions, please come to King's Lake. This King's Lake is my hands and legs in Sri Lanka over here. So definitely they have the expertise to support you. Okay, for these technical requirements, right, for hosting for WhatsApp Go, you just need to have Windows servers 2015 and above. So 3025, I think that is the one. If you don't have it, then the earlier version is also fine. Then we need to have about 16 GB RAM and then four CPU core with about 500 GB space, then you can just test run on that. So for the Flowmon itself, you can also download it. The Flowmon itself is much more simple. It's about four vCPU core with also about 16 GB of RAM and then about 500 GB. Then it's also sufficient enough to run. Yeah. So for Flowmon, it's more easy. You just need to download the Flowmon's trial, the Flowmon's image, and then you just install inside. If you need to have the eval, just let Kingstick know so that I'll work with Kingstick together to generate the trial license for you if you need it.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sadly is that there's no way to run on any Linux at the moment. But Flowmon is definitely running on Linux. It's using the Rocky Linux. So it's a full Linux base. Just only WhatsApp Go is need to run on the run on the Windows servers because the flow mode itself, right, the image itself, right, already embedded the Rocky Linux inside. So you just need to uh, import the ISO inside the VMDK file inside. Then yeah, you just run it. That's all. It's very easy. You just change the IP addresses. Then you're up and running.
Okay, thank you for those interesting questions. Now we'll be ending the Q&A session for today. If you have any inquiries or further questions on Progress Flowman and WhatsApp Goal solution, contact us through our website. Visit www.keenslake.com. And don't forget to follow Keenslake LinkedIn page for updates on webinars like today's session. Thank you to all our participants for being here despite your busy schedules. Last but not least, thank you very much, Vincent, for taking out the time for the webinar to be with us today and sharing your insight with us. Until next time, goodbye and stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.